Hey guys, so sorry about the weird angle. I've been filming some other videos, so I just decided to do it like this, and there's no light because everything is charging, but it's fine because all I'm going to be doing is showing you what's in this bag. So this is what I have decluttered. Currently, this is my third Declutter series, part 2, where I'm going through my whole entire makeup collection. And this bag is full, which is why I'm going to do this roundup now, because I'm going to give this away. I'm going to take this to the hospital and give this to the girls that have cancer, COVID, you know, going through chemotherapy, things like that. I think it'll brighten up their day. And then I'm going to film another declutter and start working on a third bag. So let me go ahead and take all these out. I'll be right back. Okay, so a lot of these I actually have last chance videos on, but I want to go ahead and just show you guys. I am decluttering my Jelly Pong Pong Cosmic Light Multi-Function Pigment Impulsor. This just isn't the kind of blue that I prefer. I think that it's very, very muted. And I also am finally getting rid of the L'Oreal Infallible. This is the eyeshadow in Gilded Envy. Very, very pretty. I like the formula and I liked the color, but I feel like I have better in my collection as I've had that for a few years. And my collection has grown into more of a high-end and a luxury collection and not just drugstore. So let's go ahead and get into the palettes. So this is the Ruby Kisses Dear Diary series. This is the Daily Life palette. I have a last chance with this. Which probably will be up by the time this video goes up. I don't know. Just depends on how fast I fill up the third bag. But this only has a matte here, a matte here, a matte here, and a matte here. And that's always been my issue with palettes, is not having enough mattes. I had Little Helper right there open the curtain for me. This is a palette I never use. It's the LA Colors Glam palette in the shade Strange Love. It's just like a weird layout, and I like the colors, but I know for a fact I have better in other palettes. So this is the e.l.f. I don't even know what this is. I think I actually have two. It's kind of giving me like Natasha Denona Metropolis palette vibes, honestly, and I don't like that palette, so yeah. I think I have another one. I think this is the exact same one. No, this is more colorful. Well, someone's gonna love this. Clean color. I did a last chance with this because I actually thought I was gonna keep this because I love how it's like laid out for like the two different eyes. But the shadows themselves aren't pigmented and they don't work well together. Okay, Profusion Blue Magic Runway Glamour. I am actually planning to pick up the Blue Moon palette from ColourPop this in 2023, so I know I will reach into that for blues. So that is why this is getting decluttered. LA Colors Color Mood Shadow Palette. I never even used this, so it's going to get used somewhere else. Broadway Colors Eyeshadow Kit in Metis. I think I have another one somewhere that I will find eventually. This is an all shimmer palette, and I'm just not into all shimmers. I don't think it worked very well together. I have those colors in other palettes. LA Colors is Sunset Palette. I actually thought this worked really well the one time I used it, but I have so many other palettes with these shadows that I like more, that are high-end and are just like more accessible to you guys. So yeah. Okay, this is Profusion's Glitterosity Journal in Leopard. I love this because it's all glittery shimmers, and it's actually very, very beautiful. I don't think I ever used this on camera. Like, it's actually very, very beautiful. Like, the shimmers in here are nice quality. But I think that somebody else will get good use out of this and will have a lot of fun with this palette. Alright, Color Workshop Rosé palette. When I was doing the last chance with this, I actually talked to you guys a little bit about why I do what I do because of the hospital and stuff like that, and the little girls that want to get into makeup, but they just like can't afford it because they're paying for, you know, their families are paying for their chemotherapy and they're going through all this. So I'm donating this stuff to them. And this is definitely a dupe for Naked 3. And there's a little girl I have in mind that I'm giving this to because she actually specifically said she wanted the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. Alright, Profusion Color Me Glow. I don't even think I ever used this. I think I just like, I don't like the layouts of these palettes. I think that they're very cheap. So someone else will love that. Another one that's in a layout like that. This is a Color Mates palette. I don't even think this has a color on it, but there you go. I tried this once. It's from some brand, I think named Adrian or something like that. It doesn't have the name. I don't like keeping palettes that I can't tell you exactly what they are. Sorry, guys. But I don't like keeping palettes that I can't tell you what exactly they are and what brand to get them from. So I'm decluttering this. Here is another clean color palette. I had a lot of hope for this because I remember Tati talking about how she liked this brand. And I don't. Here's another one of those Profusion, like, little booklet ones. This is in the shade Silver Moon. This just isn't my tone of silvers. There's not enough mattes for me to make this work into a smoky eye, honestly. LA Colors Color Prism Palette. I never used this on camera. I looked at it and I was like, I'm not going to want to use this, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I think this is meant to do, what, Modern Renaissance from Anastasia? Something like that. Alright, LA Colors Peace little 6-pan palette. I did use these 6 pans and I didn't enjoy them, so I'm going to rehome them because I've only used them once. Makeup Revolution hashtag Soleil palette. So this is actually really good quality, and I really enjoyed using this when I did, but I know somebody else will get more use out of it and will love on it more than me, so that's why this is getting decluttered, even though I do think it's a good palette. Another Color Mates palette in this layout that you guys know I don't like. I literally just decluttered this because I don't like the layout. Makeover Essentials Mystic Eyes. Nice palette. I had it for a very, very long time. Mystic Eyes. Yeah, just time to get rid of it. I think I'm going to give this to my sister because I think she will really love that. Here is another LA Colors little 6-pan in the shade Calm. If you can find this, get it. If you want the Urban Decay Naked Basics too, because this is literally the exact same thing, except I think it's more pigmented than the Naked Basics 2. It's the exact same shades, the exact same colors, they're all matte, they're all cool tone, but I think that this is more pigmented. But I decluttered the Naked Basics 2 for not being pigmented and not having enough, and I'm doing that same thing for this one. Alright, Glam and Beauty Glam Nudes. This is the first ever palette I used a last chance on, and this was absolute shit. It was so horrible. I hate it. Here's the other Ruby Kisses Dear Diary series palette I have in Sunset Kiss. Again, there's like no mattes to make this palette work, so somebody younger than me who prefers a lot of shimmers and a lot of colors will love this. Oh wow, I forgot I had this in here too. This is just a little LA Colors Duo blush. I used it once. Wasn't a fan. That got mixed in there. Here is the Broadway Colors eyeshadow kit in the shade Athena. Somebody who likes cool tones, deep cool tones, and smoky eyes will love this. LA Colors Brights palette. I actually liked this. This is definitely meant to dupe Riviera, which I have. The Tropic palette from Natasha Denona, I also have. So because I have those two palettes, and those two palettes I think are a little bit more accessible in people's collections than something like this LA Colors Brights palette, I decluttered this and kept the other two high-end ones. I feel the need to say for now. This is the Profusion Runway Color in Berry Bloom. All shimmer, just not what I'm looking for when I go into pink. So LA Colors is a little 6-pan palette in Beauty. It's, I think, meant to dupe Modern Renaissance also. I just have these colors in 900 palettes, and I don't need 900 palettes with the same shades. This is the What a Beaut Pretty Glam palette. This is actually a really pretty palette, and I honestly would regret decluttering it if it had like shade names and I could figure out where to get it, because this is actually not a bad palette, not a bad quality. I liked the colors and I love the packaging, but somebody else is gonna love this. Alright, Broadway Colors is eyeshadow kit in Aphrodite. I was actually going to keep this because the quality on this is pretty good, and I actually like the looks I came up with when I did use this, but then I was kind of like, why am I keeping a palette that not a lot of subscribers can like access? So I really was keeping you guys in mind when I did this declutter. Alright, Profusion Amber Eyes palette. I like this. I like Profusion Cosmetics. I think that they're very, very good. And I did like this palette, but again, I feel like I have these shades in other palettes. I have one of Kylie Cosmetics' Heat palettes that I'm looking for, but I know I have it. And I know that I have shades like this in that, the Urban Decay Naked Heat. I'm going to have that somewhere. So, yeah. Candy Rated X palette. I thought the quality on this was okay. This color short is just weird, honestly. It's weird. New Color Glitzy Vivid Color Palette. So for this to be a vivid color palette, it's not very vivid. I tried to use the blue and the purple in a look, and it just wasn't very vivid or bright. And this is all matte, so you would think that this would definitely be good, but it just wasn't. I've been trying to avoid this. This is VI Purple from Wet n Wild. I decluttered this because, honestly, the quality on the purples wasn't very good. This gold shade was chef's kiss amazing, but you can't get this anymore. Here's Stop Playing Safe again. The quality on this was okay. I actually want to compare those to the mini Tropic palette from Natasha Denona. I know that this blue will beat out Natasha Denona's, but Natasha Denona definitely beat out this shade and this shade. But I think that this was meant to dupe the Tropic palette, and honestly, it's good. It's good quality, actually. It's definitely a good dupe as well. This one hurt. Cosmic Collision. This was my favorite one. I had a lot of fun creating a look with this. And I honestly regret decluttering it, but you guys can't get it, and Wet n Wild doesn't even make this format palette anymore. Or this formula. The shimmers in here are just so amazing. Chef's kiss amazing. Like, drugstore is doing that. Like, a drugstore did that. At least I don't think Wet n Wild's formula is the same. I do think that they changed it. So that was the last palette. As you guys can see, this bag is full. I will be dropping it off today. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this roundup. And I'm going to end it here. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. And I'll see you guys then. Bye, y'all.
Bye.